To the depths of the darkest night, the evil dungeon master takes flight.
Welcome back to Rifts, cooperative play of Rifts. I'm your host, Evil Dungeon Master Vince, and sitting alongside the Jeff.
Hello.
I think probably think of a better name than Rifts. We have to come up with some sub name to say for this in the future. Yeah, that's a good question to throw out to everybody. Let them decide over time. How's that? You like interaction from people like that, so.
Oh, I always love more interaction with the crowd. I love hearing from them.
Do you?
I love. I mean, I love their criticisms. I love their positivity. I mean, especially love their positivity. But the criticisms I like to because we get things wrong. It happens.
Oh yeah. I'm far from being an expert, so are you. We're just here to have fun and show you can do these things without a GM, and that's it.
Yeah. And I mean, if you want to take our stories and go with it in your own direction, go right ahead.
Exactly. I know one of our listeners, I forgot who it is, was going to start making up characters from DC. I forgot his name offhand. I'm sorry. My memory's so bad. No, I have such a bad memory lately.
How dare you, sir?
Shut up. Now make me go and look now because you make me embarrassed.
Oh, you embarrassed.
Yeah? What happened the last time?
Last time we introduced our characters, we introduced our quote-unquote support crew.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was a colonel and lieutenant colonel.
Yep.
Colonel Sanders and Lieutenant Colonel Major.
Cornelius Prax Games. That's who it is. Sorry, buddy. He constantly talks to me too. Over Discord, he'll message me and send me stuff. He's a really cool guy. He's got his own channel. Check it out. He's doing gaming. Yeah, he's definitely he's doing his own gaming there too. He was gonna start doing Champions hero game. So I'm looking forward to that when he releases that. I haven't checked in a while, and I haven't seen a notification, dude. Where's that video? Anyway.
I hope he added American Muscle, the walking, talking PSA.
I don't think he knows about American Muscle, but I mean he was adding people from the DC game.
Oh, okay.
He was gonna add the Snowman and I think Polaroid, Professor Polaroid.
Professor Polaroid.
Professor Polaroid.
I'll get you, Smurfs.
Yeah, anyway, that's our DC Heroes Nightfall Bay actual play. So if you're interested in that, it's still here on the channel. That will still continue to go alongside this. We're going to have these two. Plus, this weekend, you'll see my AD&D solo, which is just me by myself. Our first episode is me just plotting out the hex map that I'm going to be using for the campaign and going forward for them. It's already up and available to channel members for 99 cents a month. So if you want to join the channel, you get access to all these videos that we put out ahead of time. And that's just my thanks for people supporting. They get them ahead of time. And they get shout outs at the end of the video too, because they get their name up. And if I release material, I put it up there for them to take as well. But anyway, starting our day, we're going to be traveling through Kansas. We are in our go to the Rifts core book.
Mobile base.
Mobile base, which is on the screen right now for those who are watching. This is our mobile base that we're using. We were granted by our colonel to use this. So, and we have a full crew with that, so it'll work out just fine. And it can go 90 miles per hour on flat land.
Yeah. So it is a modified. What did I say it was? I forgot to bring up my book.
Okay, bring up your book.
Silly me. We are using the core rule book.
Yeah, I had that up a minute ago. But we are going to... What more do we need to say? 90 miles per hour at the big fucking machine.
Oh, we are using the modified Coalition Mark V armor personnel carrier as a mobile base.
Yes.
It normally carries 20 personnel, but it's been modified to have a radar suite, a living suite, and a medical suite put into it. So it cost us a few. No, we can't go around carrying anybody in there, but yeah, it should be working as a mobile base.
So where do we want to head? Do we want to head to Atchison, or do we want to head to Leavenworth or Kansas City? Either way, we have to cross over the Missouri River. The Missouri River. Missouri River. Say it
Bless
like
you.
that. Yeah, I know that's how they say it. Missouri River.
So we are heading.
Yeah, we're probably going to be heading to, let me get this out of the way. One of these red octagon symbols here, or whatever. Those are the bases, or the outposts that are in coalition territory, which is this pinkish purplish color. And we need to find out what happened to them because they are no longer communicating with the coalition. So that's our mission.
Mm-hmm. Well, the
So-
closest one is Emporia, so I suggest we head there.
Yeah, Emporia is the town down here. That's the closest one, correct? So a direct route would put us at 222 miles from where we are. But we'd have to cross over the river, probably stop in and check on Leavenworth, and go through Topeka, probably. While crossing the river again and go through Topeka.
Yep. Yeah. We'll cross Atchison, Leavenworth, or Kansas City.
Or we can go this way to avoid double river crossing, like this, and then go from here, which it's double the miles, but it's an easier crossing than going the other way we were.
That's if there's even a bridge over there. It's mapped
True.
really
Uh,
have.
we can travel through water. It does 30 miles per hour through water. It didn't exactly say how deep of water, but I would suspect the Missouri River is probably a deep river.
Oh yeah.
Now, it doesn't
mean,
say if it could go underwater. It just says travel through water. So I'm assuming that it kind of drives on water. I don't know. We'll just say it can maneuver through some water, but if it's really deep, it can't. We want to just go with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so which way do we want to go, Jeff?
I say we go with the original plan, crossing over the Missouri, and then cross over the Kansas.
So, here?
Let's check out Atchison. It's the closest one. See if we can actually cross over there.
All right, it's a 60-mile trip, which means we would get there in under an hour since we can go at about 90 without a problem.
Well, all right,
evidently,
so
we can't go top speed constantly, so...
yeah, you don't want to go top speed constantly because, monsters and stuff like that, stuff that would, surround you and attack you.
Mhm.
Not saying that you couldn't, but that's more like escape speed, not traveling speed.
Yeah,
You wanna
I would
keep an
think
idea on
60
the radar.
miles to 70 miles would probably be the average cruising speed of the vehicle.
Yeah.
So we would get there in probably about an hour. So I guess the first question we need to find out is there a bridge?
Or if the river is shallow enough to travel.
I'll ask if there's a bridge first, because that'd be the obvious first question. Is there still a bridge intact, GM? Well, you see. Yes. All right. There's a bridge. Yes. Okay. Well, is the bridge safe looking? Is it blocked? We'll do a safe looking first. Yes. So it's obviously a maintained bridge, probably.
More than likely. Now,
Just-
we're not in coalition territory. That means, this town may be hostile, maybe not.
That's
There's a
the
lot
next
of people
question.
who don't like the coalition.
Is this bridge barricaded? Gated, or
I think it would be guarded, not gated.
I'm barricaded, meaning like there's cars stacked up so people can't just go blasting through with guards. So I'm putting barricaded guarded. That's going to be a 99 with an exceptional no.
You got doubles and it didn't do anything.
For the doubles to work, it has to be under the chaos factor. That's how those work. Yeah, for with the mythic game master.
So we'll have to have a chaos factor of 99 for door.
Or a chaos factor of, well, 9. Bridge is clear, and we can travel.
Okay.
Which is odd. So do we just want to travel and go into Atkinson, or do we want to go around it?
I figure we have to go through it, period.
All right, so that brings us to our town map then. Which I'll activate. So we cross the valley of the bridge, and I'll put our little vehicle over here.
The valley of the bridge.
And we get out with our soldiers, I'm assuming, because we don't want to leave them there.
Well, no, they would stay inside where it's safe for them.
Well, I would think some would come for us. Come with us. Shut up.
No, we're it. We are the group.
But what's the point of having these soldiers if they're just going to hide and cower inside the friggin' truck?
They're our support group. They're meant for combat.
So this is the town as we see it. I guess once we hop out, I need to make this a lot bigger.
They can man the turrets if necessary, but we're the gunners.
Token. Make this bigger. There. Perfect. There's our giant vehicle.
Actually, that's not too bad of size.
Yeah, right? All right, so I guess the first thing we need to know, do you have any questions you want to ask now that we've stepped out, we're looking at this place? We can see it's kind of in ruins, and I'll zoom out so people can see the full map. Now, we don't see everything because things are blocked off because of point of view or point of vision. So we see these houses over here. We see these cars. We see this giant, I'm guessing this is a giant scrap wall in front of us by these cars over here. That's what I'm thinking. We don't know if any of these vehicles work or if they're just there or they're just there to blockade. We see some buildings. We may see this busted helicopter up here. Possible?
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't know. Possible. Who knows? We do see the other buildings in the background. We don't see this stuff over here because it's down. We just see that there's probably... Actually, we might not even see it at all based on this area over here. So we just see a lot of houses. I guess you have any questions you want to ask now? I'll let you start first.
I mean, do we see people?
So are we greeted?
Yeah. And why is there a river when we're in the desert?
We don't see that. There's no river. Where do you see a river?
We just crossed a river.
I don't know. Don't pretend it's not a desert, okay? 9. Exceptional, yes.
Oh, well, they're happy. Maybe they're coalition online.
Are we greeted doesn't exactly mean they're friendly. It could be a ton of people with guns coming out like, what the hell are you doing here?
Well, are they friendly?
Let's see here.
I mean, obviously there are going to be people with guns. Obviously there's going to be raiders.
That's it. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, where's the second one? Obligation. Okay.
Okay.
So exceptional yes means to me that a bunch of people come out from hiding spaces, all armed, looking at us, demanding that we give them what are we doing here? Why is the coalition here? That's my interpretation of it. Yeah.
I take it as, a lot of people are coming out with guns, but not pointed at us. Standard, who are you? Are you coalition? I mean, obviously you the coalition, but, who are you? Where are you going? and if they can help. They're aligned with the coalition.
Are they?
They might be. I mean, do we see coalition flags?
Would they fly coalition flags?
They would if they want to keep away raiders.
Coalition flags. Let's ask that. Yes. Okay. So they are aligned with us. So they are friendly.
All right. So, but yeah, they're gonna figure out what's going on and how they can help. So, let's say a elderly looking gentleman, not old per se, but like someone who looked like they could be in charge, comes up to us and says,
My name is Braden.
"My name is Brad."
No, Braden. Go for it. I just randomly
okay.
named.
This is welcome to Etchison. How can we help you? Are you headed towards the? Are you crossing over here to go to the coalition cities, to the east, to the west?
Yes, we are going to see what happened to the outpost over by was that Topeka? No. Yes, we're going to go check out the outpost. We lost communications with them. We were just traveling through the city. Is it all right if we pass through without an issue?
Of course, we are coalition line, but we're as you see, we're not doing the best right now. Actually, we could actually use your help at the moment if you don't mind.
Oh.
Yeah, our, as of course we're, he keeps pointing out the flag. We're aligned with you guys. We could really use your help. Well, raiders came through here. That's why we're all armed and kind of worried. They were dressed just like coalition soldiers. They stole some of our supplies.
Okay.
They went to the south.
So they went south of here. Got it.
And we could really use our supplies back. If you don't mind. I mean, we understand if you're busy. We're just kind of hoping, since we see the two of you, that you guys could help.
Well, we have to think about that for a minute. We are on strict orders at the moment. To go. I'm talking out of character, by the way. We are. Yeah, we have to think about it for a minute because we are on strict orders to find out what happened to the outpost. But we are our own commanders, so we have some leeway. But then again, we also have a group of people that might just rat us out.
I mean, they said make our way to. I mean, this is out of character. They said make our way to the coalition territory. They didn't say we had to be there at a specific time.
No,
they wanted us to investigate the area.
Well, they want us to investigate the outpost area.
Yeah, why they lost communication.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I would think that they would be cool with us helping this town that is a coalition flag to be part of a coalition area that they could secure, which would bridge the gap between the river.
Yeah, we need to maintain a good, friendly diplomacy with the outskirt towns.
All right. So I say that, for out of character between us, that we accept the old man's offer to help him out, and we'll go south for a little to see if we can figure. But we need some descriptions. I can roll some descriptions of what these bandits look like, other than dressed as coalition.
Well, they were, yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't need descriptions, because if they're dressed like coalition, then they're coalition. So they're obviously posing as coalition.
Yeah, they're posing as coalition.
All right, let's ask a couple questions then. Did they have any vehicles? No.
No, they were mostly on foot. A few might have had some hover bikes, but for the most part, they were just looked like a group of coalition soldiers just walking.
How many? You said a group, so how many? That's
They have
up to you how you want to do that. If you want to roll or just pick a random number, go for it.
it was at least a dozen.
So 12.
Yeah, they said they needed our supplies for a special mission. Of course, like I said, points at the flag. It's like we are, aligned with you guys. So we went in and gave them supplies, and after we gave them what we could give them, they demanded more. And when we told them we couldn't really afford more, then they kind of just took it from us.
Okay. So how long? When were they here? How long ago? Do you want to roll hour wise, or do you just make it up, or?
I'm gonna roll 1d4.
Okay. 4 hours.
It was 4 days ago.
Oh, days ago? Wow. Okay. 4 days ago. Heading south, you said?
Yes.
That's going to be kind of difficult. So let me go back to the Kansas map. Join me, why don't you? So we're here, and if they're on foot, generally with some hover bikes, which means even with a forced march, like forced and based on coalition armor and everything, we're thinking like maybe at the most 20 miles a day. Maybe.
I mean, I would suspect they're within this triangle right here.
So they're heading south, so anywhere. Oh, I know, I'll ask the old man. Heading south. Did they follow the river? That's a good question to ask, because you never know, because that's a kind of like a landmark thing to follow rivers, so maybe they did. That's right. They follow the river. Yes. Okay.
As you're discussing this, a younger looking man comes up and says, Yeah, I was on top of the building. They when they came into town, after they left, they headed towards the river and followed it to the south.
Devin is his name.
Devin?
Yep. But he didn't introduce himself. He just told us that, in case you wanted to know.
Okay.
This guy's name was
Bort and Devin.
Braden, the old man from the hell town is this?
Atkinson.
Okay, update. So we got an idea that they followed the river south. So let me add a thread here, because we did get a thread for that. Help. Raid. Where is it? Raid. Town. Get supplies back. So they headed south. So that means they're going to be anywhere in these two areas here. You see where you can see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I tell Braden that we will start heading that way because they have a 4-day lead. Yeah. So let's see. Actually, I have to think about that. If they're 4 days ahead of us, and let's say they can do 18 miles just for shits and giggles for now, right? They get here, that's 18 miles. They get to this town, Leavenworth, that's another 18 miles. I'm assuming that's what they're doing is they're going from town to town and robbing people of supplies, posing as the coalition. And then they would get from here to here to about here. That's day 3. So actually day 4, they'd be probably leaving Kansas City and somewhere over this way, right here. If I'm guessing. We don't know. They could have went to here and then went here.
They could have gotten 2 miles down the road.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they could have right here and been attacked. They could have been here and attacked. So we got to kind of follow their path to at least here, which is about 66 miles away. Ish. 60 miles away to Kansas City to see if that's where they are. Obviously, they're going to be somewhere along this path with a 4 days travel, but then we don't know. We're going to have to ask when we see people. Because from here, by the time we get here in 4 days, well, I'm not 4 days, but we could probably get here. If we booked it, we can get there in the vehicle in an under an hour, probably.
Yeah, if we hauled ass, but again, you don't really want to do that unless you're escaping from something.
No, even if we went 60 miles per hour, we'd still get there in under 2 hours. Is the whole thing. But do we want to check along the way? Do we want to stop in this town?
I would suggest we check along the way, because who knows where those guys went. You're just assuming they went to Kansas City.
Well, yeah, we're just assuming they followed the river down to the cities. That's the most logical thing a thief would probably do in this situation. But what we can do is we can drive a certain amount of time while we have our radar checking. We can slow down and do some radar checks at certain points to see if we see anything as far as vehicles or people or anything like that in a certain range. You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on a second here. So the plan is to travel south along the river, doing radar checks for possible coalition. And I put it in quotes. But that's going to end the scene. No chaos factor going up or anything like that. Because we really didn't do anything. I got the information.
We can start heading south.
Right. That's going to be the next scene, us heading south.
Okay.
So that's going to end this episode. With that said, we're going to head out. Remember, what is our motto, Jeff?
It's your games, your rules. You can do whatever you want.
Nope. No drama, no clickbait, all gaming. Good night, everybody.
Don't ever laugh as the hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. They wrap you up in a big white sheet, from your head down to your feet. They put you in a